Welcome back to the Catalyst Experience. We are so happy that you're still with us. My name again is Kamisha Superville, creator of the Catalyst Experience, and I have the utmost honor to interview some boss ladies that I absolutely love and absolutely admire. We're speaking with the founders of the Equality Education. The Equality Education. This is a grassroots initiative right here in our community, and these ladies are doing so much amazing things. Right before we get to this conversation, we just want you to continue using the hashtag TCENYC 2022. That again is TCENYC 2022. Make sure you're using that hashtag because that's how you're going to win all your prizes. All right, let's get into it. Ladies, welcome. How are you?
Good. Very well. Thank you for having us.
Yes. Thank you for being a part of the Catalyst Experience. Before we begin, why did you accept this invitation to join us on this movement?
Go ahead, Soleil.
Well, I think that it's important for us to educate and inspire and empower the youth. So Ari and I are very just aligned with that. And we see that the Catalyst Youth program is just giving us the opportunity to spread our knowledge into the youth.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Thank you. So ladies, let's speak a little bit about your mission, the Equality Education. I did have the honor of firstly hearing about it a few years ago. So I feel like, I'm a part of the family. Yes. Let's talk a little bit about it. How did it come about in terms of the idea? And let's talk about some successes. What have you done to date?
Great. Sure. So Soleil and I kind of started our own understanding about the concept of what we do just from our conversations with each other. And we came to this understanding of how different we could have been if we had these resources of social and emotional intelligence from a really early age, how it would have taught us the lessons and the tools, the skills that we really needed to prosper and be fulfilled in life. And we continued to talk for a while. Like we would do lives for a while and people would ask more questions and want to hear more and more. And then we realized that we could be the ones to provide that foundation. And what a beautiful gift that would be for us to provide to other people something that would have been amazingly beneficial to us. So we put all of our effort and resources and energy and love into founding the company. And ever since then, we've kind of been nonstop for a couple years. We're officially in October 2 years old. So as of, October 2022, birthday.
Yay.
So, And so because of that, it has kind of been the push for everything that we've put out into the world. It just kind of pours from us constantly. So.
Yeah. And we've been blessed to be Department of Education certified. We've worked with Laurent, London, and Puma. What else have we done? We've done so much. We started actually selling affirmation coloring books in the park.
Yes.
And then went from that to selling in Union Square, to having workshops with Upward Bound, to having workshops with Puma and Laurent London, which has been amazing. So there has been much dedication and much fire between Arianna and I, and actually fire in the community to learn, that we just keep getting invited to such amazing and incredible spaces.
I love that. And you know what? I love the fact that you hit it right on the knob as we segue into that conversation. I don't think they heard you, but I'm going to highlight it. You work with Laurent London. Okay, let's talk about that. Puma and Laurent London. Laurent is such a prolific figure right now in our culture because, her partner, as we know, the late, great, amazing Nipsey Hussle, was affected and passed away due to gun violence. And so when we talk about that, let's talk about it a little bit, ladies, because the core of this event, Catalyst Experience, is how do we teach our young people a different way? How do we teach them that the street life is not the only life that they know or should embrace? Let's talk a little bit about that. How did that partnership come about? And what did you learn during that experience with her?
Sure. So like we've been mentioning, we are a big part of the community around the New York City area. And because of that, you can see us out and about at a lot of different marketplaces and stuff like that. we're able to meet people who are really involved in this type of work in all different aspects across the city.
Yeah.
So because of those relationships that we build, it opens these doors where when an event like this comes up, people say, hey, we need somebody who knows how to teach these life skills in a way that's digestible to everybody, no matter who you are. That's our specialty. So when that opportunity provided itself through Puma, which was a relationship that we had been cultivating and building, it was a really beautiful match where they said, look, Lauren likes to curate experiences where people are able to learn from being in her presence rather than just be in awe of her, right? Because she does both very well. But they wanted the youth that we were working with to have a takeaway for them to learn about themselves that day.
Yeah.
So that was our role that we played. We did a really beautiful workshop for the group on resilience, and we were able to work with Life Camp, which is this amazing organization that is also for youth who have been a direct experience of gun violence and who are working through that experience in their life. So it was beautiful. It was so cool to be a part of.
Yes, and it was also lovely to meet Erica Ford, especially she's someone that's such a force in the community for just gun violence. She's bringing awareness to the effects of the emotional state of the person on both sides of the gun, which is so important. That's what I remember she said that, and I was like, wow, that's so beautiful. And Lauren London is someone that is advocating for mental health right now, because she knows that mental health is definitely mental health is important in the sense where for gun violence, if a person is healthy and they have a healthy emotional understanding inside, they'll be able to digest and also control certain urges, and also be able to help be a positive impact towards the community, and not be so tempted by their emotions. So it's actually she's a beautiful, wonderful person. So
I love that. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Healthier outcomes all the time.
Yes. You know, there's such a question, like an overarching question of, with all of these events that we put together, these anti-gun initiatives, is it going to make a difference, right? All of these great work that, Erica's doing, you all are doing, even Lauren there in California. Do you believe that work is being done? Do you believe that we will see a time in our society that people will put down the guns and we really would be able to live? Like there's a tagline, stop shooting, I want to live, right? So what is your take on that as you're daily doing this work and having those type of synergies?
It's a good
question.
That's
a very good question.
We like the real questions that cut through everything else. So I appreciate that one.
That's a very good question.
I think a lot of it to start with, that people get very caught up in the back and forth of who's responsible for what these days. I see that happening a lot. And if people want to be involved and be somebody who contributes positively to the outcome of a situation in this world, the only thing we can do is worry about ourselves. You forget what anybody else is doing. You forget why they're doing it, how it's affecting everyone else in the world, and focus on you and the way that you show up and the things that you put out into the world to be a positive light for yourself and for others is the thing that is the catalyst itself. It's the trick to the whole entire thing. And when we all can learn just from that really, really simple idea, and when we start to take personal responsibility and then become the initiative for the change, we can all be the ones who are creating that all the time.
Yeah.
So,
and just piggybacking off of Ari, the important thing she said, it's you. I remember there's a study that says that people pick up, a lot of the times, the person that picks up the gun is suffering from low self-esteem, right? And that's also because we as people need to elevate each other and elevate each other's self-esteem and self-confidence to know that you have to value your life and you must value someone else's life. So it is really the center is always going to, just like Ari said, it's always going to be you. If you love you, if you have confidence in you, if you value your life, then you value other people's lives as well. So that's where I would, even to go from your question, I would say, yes, there are great initiatives, and no, there's not enough initiatives at the same time, because at the same time, like, it's like we have to cater better mental health tools into communities that are suffering for gun violence. We have to. We're not giving enough mental health tools, resources, enough like safe spaces, enough therapists, enough. So people, and it's not, people view therapists and mental health like there's something wrong. It's not something wrong with you. You're learning about your emotions and your behavior, your patterns, so that you can grow and achieve the best life for yourself, So that's where I'm like, yes, we have great initiatives. No, we don't have enough.
I think one of the hard parts about when people have experienced an eye-opening, oftentimes negative situation in life, is that it changes our outlook from that point forward, where we're able to move with an awareness that you didn't have before. And if we were all able to take a piece of that awareness before the negative thing happens, it would begin to create that change for everybody everywhere.
Boom.
Right. And so I feel like that's a key part of what we're both saying, which is for us to show up as supportive of ourselves and each other before the bad thing has to happen.
When they're kids, when you're children, like elevate their self-esteem when they're kids, that. Yes.
It's never too soon to start making yourself and the world a better place.
Yes. I love that. So ladies, as we conclude this amazing conversation, let's talk a little bit about your workshop. Who does your workshop benefits? And just kind of give us a little walkthrough how empowering and life altering it is.
Sure. So even though we focus on reaching people at the earliest age possible, one of the really cool parts about the work that Soleil and I do is that it's accessible to everyone, everywhere, at all ages. These types of life skills are beneficial to us no matter who we are and what point of life we're in. However, we do focus on getting these sorts of empowering strategies and mindsets into the hands of people at the earliest age. So we focus on early intervention for youth. Teenagers are really in that pivotal time when it's like, this is when you can decide who you want to be and how you show up. Yeah, who you are in the world. So that's who we recommend, are the people who use what we offer, our resources. And we're here to help you live your best life. That's what we teach you.
It's really that.
We have workshops on every topic you could think of that's about social intelligence and emotional intelligence. So taking control of yourself, your relationships, communication, your body, your mind, all of that. This is what we will teach you.
Wow, I love it. Boom.
Everyone is welcome. Everyone.
That's amazing. Okay, so final thoughts as we wrap up. What message can you leave to a young person who's watching this right now in their living room, on the train, wherever they are? What message can you leave them with?
Good one. You choose your life. You may have influences around you, but at the end of the day, the choice is always going to be yours, and you do have the power to create what you want. I think that's important. A lot of times we can fall into the pattern of what everyone else is doing, and it can be the easier option, but that's always going to be you forcing yourself away from who you truly are. So just decide really what you want, not what anybody else is used to and familiar with. That's it.
Love that.
And never compromise yourself for anyone around you. It's never worth it.
No.
Yeah, we all have the power to do all of that. We actually are, just for everyone's information out there, no matter what group you're associated with, or if you're by yourself or whatever, we're putting out a curriculum that teaches all of this to learners who can be sitting at home in front of their computer. anybody can learn to do these things that we teach. You don't have to be a genius or have pre-existing skills or anything. We want people to come and share that love with themselves and with other humans. And like we said, all are welcome.
All are always welcome.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. The Equality Education founders, Arianna Rose and Soleil Laurent.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Please stay tuned for a live workshop with these amazing ladies. Stay tuned. Make sure you guys come back and use the hashtag TCENYC 2022. We'll see you soon. Thank you, ladies. Have a great day.